What's going on, good people? So hopefully my stream is actually up and running. I'm streaming to multiple places tonight. Let me see if I can get a couple of my banners up so that you guys can see those begin to uh, scroll here on the board. I know I haven't been live in a while. I'll get into that in just a moment, letting you guys know what's been going on with that. But let's see if I can get my banners. There we go. I was getting ready to say, what the world? Making sure that I can get my banners up, and then I will check on my multiple streams here just to see if everybody is actually up and running. It's been a minute since I've been live. Like I said, I'll get into that in just a moment, but let me go over here and check and make sure I am actually live on the multiple places that I am trying to be live on. Come on in the room, guys. Set a spell. It looks like I am live inside of the group, which is the most important place that I do want to be live. It is also showing me that I am live inside of my designs page. I am seeing that my mic is unmuted. So if you guys actually can hear me, please drop a comment. Let me know that you can hear me here inside of the group as well. Also, let me know whether or not my music my serene, soothing music is okay for the background. I have that going as well. And then also let me check a couple of other places because it isn't very often that I go live on Periscope. I am actually bringing back up my Periscope feed and getting that jump started as well. So I am going to sit here and figure out rather quickly. Great. I do see that I am live here on YouTube as well. Good, 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 good. And then I will share YouTube over to LinkedIn because I'm still awaiting for my approval to be able to go live on LinkedIn. So there we go. All right, so we're going to get that shared over there on LinkedIn. As soon as I get to the right tab for LinkedIn. There we go. Sharing a post on LinkedIn. And then I'll jump right over into talking to you guys about the Sunday setup. July is right around the corner, and I'm telling you, Miss Rona still got us twisted up in here. So I want to talk to you guys about that and make sure that, we do some things to get us set up, ready to rock and roll. So I'm just going to verify. Let's pull that down. I see that I'm live there. And let me pull up my screen so I can see you guys in case you are actually commenting. And you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's going on, Dr. Turner? So good to see you. Peace and blessings to you as well. What's going on, Mr. Torrance? Great. You guys can hear me loud and clear. Let me see if I can get that right. Hezabeth? Hezabah. That's about as close as I'm going to get, probably. Georgia is in the house. New York is in the house. Let me just say it that way. And then let me pull this down one more time and check on Periscope. Like I said, it's been forever since I have been in Periscope. So let me see if I can remember how to check Periscope and say hey to all my scopers. I believe that's the way we're supposed to address them. And see if I can see that I'm actually live there, and then I will be excited and we can jumpstart what I'm talking about tonight. So let's see. I think it's like periscope.tv. Let's see if that's it. I don't remember how to get over to Periscope. All I know is that I'm connected. So now I'm sitting here trying to remember how do I find my channel. I think it's T Martina BY. Let's see. Yay! And I am live on Periscope. Boom. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So everywhere that I'm trying to be live at, I am actually live. That is exciting to see. We had to take a break. I know it's been a minute since I've talked to you guys. I had to take a break. I continue to, obviously work in the meantime, but I had to take like a small break and get some things in order because, as I said when I first started, Miss Rona got us twisted. I mean, she got us way, 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 way twisted. Okay, yeah, thank you. All right. Phone like phone, Zaba. Phone like phone, Zaba. I'm probably still not going to get it right. I'm going to have to go out here and do that little Google thing and type it in and make it say what it is, because I am struggling with that. Look, we live all across everywhere. I'm struggling on Facebook. I'm struggling on YouTube. I'm struggling on Periscope. I'm struggling everywhere right now to pronounce that, but it's all good. Um, um, I don't know where you guys are in this time frame that we have been apart, but let me tell you, my head has been down and I have been grinding it out. Um, and it's time for us to get started inside of the private elite group coaching, delivering the information. I've already put up your quarter calendar, and I've also gone ahead and put up your July um, calendar. So it is actually going to post to your groups, post to the group any day now. It's going to, and I wish this would automate. I wish you're like when you guys make the comments, it would automate. But we both running this. So welcome, Mr. Torrance out of Georgia. Welcome, Ms. Turner. Thank you guys all. And if you don't know it, if you're trying to leave comments, Jen, now is not the time. If you're trying to leave comments, you definitely have to accept StreamYard. You have to go to StreamYard.com/ whatever the social media area is, and you have to say yes for it to be able to show your comments so that I can see you. I'm not sure how it does on Periscope. I know one of my trial partners usually is Talisha. She's usually on here, and she's testing things out for me. So I'm not sure what Periscope does or how you leave your comments on Periscope and how they would show up in here. Like tonight is the first time I've been on Periscope in quite a while, but I do want to make it a part of my regular streams and get my following back up on Periscope. So I definitely will be looking into how to make that work a little bit better. So guys, we are like what, 2 days? 2 days. Today's the 29th, 28th, so the 29th, 30th, and then we are in July, right? We are right here on the cusp of the second half of the year, and that's crazy. Like that's just, it's bonkers because you know this year already came in just off the cuff like a wrecking ball. Like nobody would have expected what we have had to deal with thus far into this year. And so everybody is kind of like just confused, for lack of a better word, with how to deal with everything that's going on. I know when I first started this back in February, March, putting information out here for you guys, getting you guys to understand some of the things that you might want to start doing in the meantime, because when this kicked in, people were going to be online. I was showing you guys how to get some things set up, how to get some things in order. Like I did that for the purpose of where we are now. And I know they opened up the economy just a little bit and everybody's all excited and trying to jump back out there, but a relapse is about to happen. I'm not speaking anything into existence or anything. I just feel like we are right here and it's about to happen. And I'm just wondering whether or not any of you guys have set up this time to position yourselves to capitalize honestly on a lot of what we're going through. Like, have you taken the opportunity to capitalize on what's going on? Have you set yourselves up to be in the position to continue to make money through what's going on? I mean, a lot's going on. Are you ready for it? So that's one of the things that I kind of wanted to talk about tonight. I wanted to talk with you guys about how to set that in motion. And if you guys have not noticed, for the month of July, all of your invoices were canceled. So we're talking about a Rona blessing, I guess is what I want to call it, for the month of July, probably for the month of August too. I just want you guys to start to work and not worry about the payment plan, what's going on with the plan or any of that. I want you guys focus on applying that money toward your brand. I want you guys scheduling your consultations. I want you guys focusing on your branding and what you're trying to do. That's where I want your focus to be. I want your focus to be on moving forward with your plan. We're getting ready to be in the second half of this year, and so many of us were unprepared for what has already hit us. And so I want you guys to go ahead and get things set up, as quickly as you can. Like inside of the group, let's see if I can get that pulled up, because I specifically want to show that. So let's see if I can get a tab open here and go over to the group. Let me know if you guys can see that on the screen. And if I have not had the opportunity to introduce myself, please forgive me. My name is Martina Britt Yelverton. I am a brand master, a cash flow queen, and income strategist, a Google My Business educator. I'm also an ambassador with the Nightdale Chamber of Commerce, and I also dibble and dabble in a little bit of Forex trading here and there. My daily goal is to brand you, educate you, and to help you leave a legacy. Ultimately, that is my goal, to help you leave a legacy, but my first priority is to brand you, and then not only brand you, but to help you, to educate you, to show you those things that you probably didn't know that you needed to do with regards to your own personal brand, your business brand, how to get found on Google, how to have those things set up, and how to make it simplified. I'm commonly referred to as your go-to girl for simplified graphics, and I try to make those graphics that you can manage yourself. Okay, I started out back in 2008, literally being blessed over into starting a business out of a hobby. I had a passion for graphics and computers when I was actually doing medical terminology in college, but I was so enthralled with everything that was going on with the computer. Even though I did well with the terminology, my interest was more so in the creative side of everything. And so while I should have been learning, the technical things associated with the medical terminology, I was more creating forms and setting up things like that, just to make sequences and PowerPoint presentations and documents and automating things at that time, that I realized nursing was not for me. I ended up being blessed into starting my own business due to domestic violence. One night, the devil got busy in my household, and I knew that I couldn't continue to raise these little bitty people thinking that was okay. And I was literally forced to take my hobby into a business, because I had a new 6-month-old baby girl. I had an 18-month-old little boy. I had two preteen and teens at that time, and I knew that there was no way I was going to be able to literally afford childcare, after school activities, and go back into corporate America, because I had left corporate America. I was betting on the husband to take care of the house while I took care of the household, and that didn't work out. So I literally had to figure out how to take that blessing of domestic violence, because I am a survivor, and turn it into a actual thriving business, right? And so because that is what I literally, this talent and everything was birthed into, I take the opportunity to help people, to help them understand what it is that I do, to help them understand why I do it, to help them understand how they can do it too, all of that. You know what I'm saying? That is where all of this came from. And so working with, ministries at that time, churches, startups, small corporations, home-based business owners, those other single parents or separated parents or divorced parents who were at home caring for the kids, I was able to help them understand how they could earn an income from home. The last 4 years or so, I literally have focused my attention on the home-based business industry, the MLM or network marketing industry, the representatives, associates, IBOs, all of those people with this whole mindset of working from home, capitalizing on your taxes, writing off your lifestyle. That's where I've been focused, and I've helped hundreds of reps over the last 4 years do exactly that. So if you're in need of those particular services, if you want to know how I do it, what I do, how you can do it too, then you're in the right place. Stick and stay, listen to this information, because what I'm talking about tonight is how to take this momentum planner and how to plan out the second half of this year, right? It is crazy important that you do that. So if you're trying to figure out how to get access to that, if you go to momentum.martinabrityoverton.com, if somebody want to type that in, that'd be great. If you go to momentum.martinabrityoverton.com, that will take you over to where you can actually access this momentum planner for free. And so when you open it up, you're going to open it up on your desktop as a PDF. Let's see, momentum.martinabrityoverton.com. When you do that, that's actually going to bring you over to the 2020 calendar. All right. This particular one that I have up here on the screen is going to allow you to start even on the second half of the year. It's going to allow you to be able to fill in these blanks, what your yearly goals are, what you're trying to accomplish for the balance of the year, attach some values, themes, or challenges to it, any major events that you have coming up, so you'll be able to see what could possibly cause a hiccup in your schedule or keep you from reaching those challenges that you plan to overcome, those obstacles, what could keep you from reaching that. We just want to get some of that kind of jotted down. All right. Now, what you guys inside of the Private Elite Group training have access to is the quarterly planner. So you can actually focus on just July, August, and September. You can break that out over the course of a week. And then you also have access to the monthly. So you can go from quarterly to the monthly. The only way you can get that is if you're in the Private Elite Group coaching, and that will actually, it's scheduled to post on tomorrow, I think at 12 noon. So you guys that are in the group, you get access to both of those immediately tomorrow at 12 noon. Go ahead and print them out, start your week off right, and begin to kind of talk about what you want to do for the month of July, some milestones that you want to hit, some benchmarks that you want to be able to check off. We need to be able to literally backtrack what it is that we're trying to do so that we can meet, the end result. So Torrance asked whether or not he can get there in 30 days or less. This is a question I'm going to pop up. Great. Can I get there in 30 days or less? Yes, you absolutely are available to get to your expected end in 30 days or less, depending on the plan you put together, the pre-planning that you do, the writing of the plan, and the executing of the plan. So I talk about that a lot inside of my 30-day journey. What I tell you in the bonus section of the book, back here in the bonus area of the book, you are available to turn to that page, and you are available to go through the first 5 steps, which is who are you, what do you know, why do you want to share it, how will it benefit you and others, when will you start, and then a caveat to that is where will you start at, right? If you are available to pre-plan what it is that you're trying to do over the course of the next 30 days, sure, you can definitely get to the expected end in 30 days. But I suggest that you do that by first pre-planning and then writing out the plan. Visualize what it is that you want to do. Answer those first 5 questions, 5.1 questions. Answer those questions and then write out what your plan is, hence where the momentum planner comes in, writing out what it is that you're trying to do. And then even after you break it down over the course of a year, looking at this, break it down even further, what you want to do in each month, just in quarter 3, right? Then take the month of July and break it down even further, week by week by week. And I literally can give you a weekly and a daily planner as well. So you could plan out each day if you needed to. The end result is, if you don't write it out, if you don't walk it out, right, that you're not going to get there. Okay. So that was a perfect question for a perfect time for me to get you guys to understand why you have to go through the process. You can't just say, I want to end up somewhere, and, you don't know along the way. Okay. So you said, okay, now we stuck. Where are we stuck at? Are we stuck on the live? Is it doing something crazy? Because on my end, I still see everything. Just let me know that when you get an opportunity. Okay. So guys, again, what I try to do and my schedule and the way I kind of work through things is I literally on Sundays plan for the week. Right now, even though I have these to kind of fill it out very quickly and sometimes post up either on the board or push pin to the wall so that I could see it quickly, I work inside of a standard calendar like this. The blue sky planners that you get. I literally work on sticky notes and written out schedules like this. And you've been in this group long enough to know, and Dr. Regina will tell you, I'm a stickler for writing it down. Like I'm not lying. We do this every day. Like I don't even have to make this up. Every day. Like that's the full month. I rarely use the full month on here because I do use it here. And then sometimes I'll take that and stick it in here. But like this is an everyday process for me. I'm writing down, scheduling every single day. Okay. And that's what allows me to make it from point A to point B to point C to point published author to point, brand master and helping people get where they need to go. Okay. Because I write it down. What's going on, Vanessa? So good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute, sis. And we still need to get together for your shirt, sweetheart. Okay. No, I'm just going to have to do it. Yeah, you will. You will. You just have to do it. You have to do it. You have to get it done. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but it's the only way that you'll be able to see the result that you want to see. Okay. So again, I may go ahead and just post it tonight inside of our private group so you guys can see, but this is the one that I give to everyone so they can have like an overview of what it is they're trying to do, and the more detailed breakdown for the quarterly, for the month, for the week, for the day, all of that is shared inside of our private group. But honestly, this is a planner that you can go to Productivity Flourishing yourself and you can get all of it if you choose to. Okay. A lot of what I give you, you are available to find somewhere on the World Wide Web. But honestly, who has the time to go search all that out? Who has the time to go figure all that out when they can literally come to one place and get a blueprint? So again, you asked the question about the 30 days. Here inside of the units, depending on what it is that you're trying to do, all of the things are broken down per units. If you're trying to do something with getting organized, okay, here in week 2 is where we tackle that. In week 1, we talk about the mindset. We talk about what you have to do with setting yourself up, pre-planning and all of that. In week 2, we move over into the accounts and organization. So when you go into week 2, what you're literally looking at, where did all my week 2 information go? Okay, there it is. In week 2, we're talking about organization, right? We talk about here inside of a Zoom that was shared several months ago. We talk about on Transparent Tuesday. I was showing you guys here on a live I did at that time. We were breaking down a lot of the mindset and the organization behind getting everything covered, pulling all of your accounts out, making sure you can log into them all, making sure that they are the same across multiple platforms. We talked about Mr. June Collier gave this information about canned response usage, how it saves you time when you go through the tedious process of setting up canned responses. So if you know that there's something that you're going to say in response to someone who's looking for business information for you, if you're inside of an MLM company, if you're looking, if you're saying the same thing repeatedly, then put it in a canned response. So as soon as that person hits you in Messenger or an email and asks you the same repeated question, you can just instantly locate your canned response and respond to them. We talked about using Google Drive. If there's something that you're sharing with your team on a regular, consistent, all the time basis, then why not set up a drive where you actually have all those documents in one specific place? So then you can do what? Have their names or their emails attached to that particular folder, and now they have access to all of that. And even when you upload new information, when you upload it into the drive, they get a message, right? That's another way you can save time. He talked about using the Google Calendar. All of these videos will probably be re-recorded so I can show some of the new features or some of the new things that go on with it, but it's tried and true and it's tested. Google is free. I don't know how long Google will remain free for. There is a paid version. But while it's free, why not use it? Why not set up everything you can using a free Google Calendar, using the free contacts? And there's a way to organize your contacts. There's a way to have separate lists. There's a way to email everyone on that list. We talk about that inside of Google Contacts. We talk about cleaning up your Facebook profile. I believe that's where we started. Cleaning up your Facebook profile. And if it doesn't make sense to you, not only do you want to clean up Facebook, but you want to clean up Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Periscope, wherever you have a profile, you want to make sure it's cleaned up, because people don't just search you in one spot. Like if they find you on Facebook and it happens to show that you have a Twitter feed, they're going to go look at that as well. So one way you can do it is just take a week and say, hey, Monday, we're going to do Instagram. On Tuesday, we're going to do Twitter. On Wednesday, we're going to do LinkedIn. On Thursday, we're going to do Facebook. On Friday, we're going to do Periscope. Whatever you need to do to make sure you go through there and get rid of posts that don't accurately represent who you are, mindset, business mindset, family oriented, whatever it is that you're trying to do. Those images that don't represent the direction that you're trying to go in. Anything that does not represent or speak to who you are as a business person, as a mother, as a father, as an entrepreneur, whatever, get rid of all that, right? Because you actually control that. And so you want to, take some time to do that. A lot of these images that I can show you now are me showing what the workspace would look like, having that positive energy at all times around us. And this is what my previous office would look like. But similarly, families all around me, my branding's all around me at all times. This is where I had one of my large screen TVs over to the left, and I would have my YouTube videos playing during the day, my Bob Proctor's and my Les Brown's and my Eric Thomas and my Zig Ziglar videos that were played throughout the day. When I chose to go sit over into the area where I would crochet at or whatever, I would have my laptop, or if I had one of the kids working with me, I would have them over here in this area doing work on the laptop. Like these are different areas that I was showing you to show that there are different areas of the largest room in my house, because it is the greatest tax write-off, how my entire area was geared towards business operations, right? So that I could write off that largest expense in my house. And that's what we did. I literally had a schedule set up so that the kids would know whether we were in focus time, social media time, or social time, socializing with the family, administrative time, and recovery time. Like when to not call me, hit me up at all. Like even Koresha would tell you she's been there and she's actually seen how the kids literally operate both in the business and in the home. And it when we're on a good day, before Miss Rona came in here disrupting things, everything was very organized. And this is not something that I just started doing today or this year or last year. We've done this for many, 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 many years. My daughter is now 13. She was birthed into this. Like we do this for real, for real. And this is how I run my household. This was where we lived at about 4 years ago. Again, this was the largest room in the house, and it was my showroom for a previous company. This is where I would have my parties at. This is where I would do my training at. This is where I ran my business from. And because I have multiple businesses, it was sectioned off. This was the showroom for this area. On this side, when I chose to have people come to the house and actually purchase crochet, that was purchased on this side of the living room, right? Literally, I show you, I do this for real, for real. Okay, I had a store set up in my home. And so when I actually would run my lives and show the crochet material when people would purchase it, my daughter was literally there, packaging up everything, putting the slips in it, the receipts in it, getting the packages ready for us to go to the postal service and mail them out. Literally, guys, we do this for real, for real. This is where I would design it. So these are the ways that I would work inside of my youth lifestyle training, and I would write the kids occasionally notes that they would be able to open up while they were in school. And this one was a motivational one, talking about I am a child of God. These are the mindsets and the affirmations that I walk through with my kids. Like, we haven't done it in a minute, and we'll get back to it, but this is how they came up. This is how we started each and every day. We would start the day out with getting up, listening to our motivation, getting dressed, grabbing our snack or whatever on the way to carpool, get to school, drop them off, and I would go right into business. Depending on how my night was, I might go right back to the house and go back to sleep. This is a part of conditioning your kids and raising them up in the mindset of being a business and what it really looks like to run a business from home, right? So I shared that information just to give you guys some ideas. And even further down through some of these units, you will see that even some of your fellow, what do you call them here inside of the group? The level uppers. Even some of your level uppers shared what their office spaces look like. I think that started more so in the next unit. Let me see if I can drop down a couple of these comments and maybe you'll see. This is where everyone was sharing their setting up of their Google Drive, the way that they would learn how to do it. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find a couple, because I know Cheryl shared her office, Talisha shared her space, Tanisha shared her space. So, okay, here we go. So here's where Antonius was showing what his office space looked like. Here is where Tanisha was showing what her office space looks like. Like, guys, we literally walk through every single aspect of how to get these things done. Okay, that is what we covered here in week 2. And again, as I said before, we have 7 weeks of this that we go through. Okay, so that is what goes on inside of the private group for me, helping you guys walk through what it means and how to get this done. Anytime you guys have questions, you can go ahead and pop those up. I'll be more than happy to answer those. But I just wanted to talk specifically tonight about getting ready for what's coming in the second half of this year. And right now I am setting up my Sunday to know that I have a wedding that we just completed, programming and programs and things like that I completed for a wedding. Let me see if I can get a couple of those open. We just finished that up. Like, we had let's see here. Do I want to go here or do I want to go here? Let's see. These were the table numbers that we set up for the client. We just finished up with this. So these are her table numbers for their wedding. We did a banner. We did reception card. We did a menu card. We did a full program. We did table numbers. Like, working with the MLM industry is not all that comes out of the brand master. Okay, we have the youth lifestyle training, which is releasing its next book in July. So that's working with the kids. We have ministries that I still work with, daycare centers that I still work with. We just released the most recent website for a trucking company that I work with. Like, guys, I'm telling you, if you have a gift or a talent in you and you're trying to figure out how to launch it for the second half of this year, if you're trying to figure out how to get organized so maybe you can launch in fourth quarter, if you have something that is already launched and you're trying to figure out where to take it next, you need this momentum planner. You need to go ahead and start pre-planning and writing it out so you can get things organized. This is not just about just the MLM industry. You need to understand what amount you should be charging for things. Like, whew, and here we go with this part of the rant. I told Karesha I was going to make sure I had this done for the weekend, and I am going to get this done. Guys, there is a video that I put out here, and it's called Why You Are Broke. And if you want to go to whyouarebroke.martinabrickYelverton.com, it will bring you here to this video. In this video that I shared with you guys, it tells you where your money is. It tells you how to figure out who's got your money. It tells you how much you should be charging for your gifts or your talents. And this video will have you understand why you need to be ignoring some of the messages that come in your messenger, some of the emails that come to you. There are questions that are being asked of you that you do not need to be answering right now. You just don't. Why? Because that is your intellectual property. And if you're not taking the opportunity to charge for that, okay, then you're missing money. This video walks you through a spreadsheet. And on this spreadsheet, literally, here on this spreadsheet, we break down how to figure out how much you should be charging for your intellectual property, right? Depending on what company you belong to, you probably have access to forms that will allow you to create non-disclosures, consultation agreements, referral agreements, will prep and all of that, that will allow you to get your house in correct order, that will allow you to say, hey, I'm sharing things with you. I don't want you sharing this outside of this, that, and the third. All of that is your intellectual property, and you need to be charging for that time, right? And if you're not taking the opportunity to do that, you need to. Thank you for joining from Raleigh. Thank you so much, Karesha. Hey, what's going on, Key? So good to see you as well. So good to see all of you. If you're not taking the opportunity to do that, that's why you're broke. That's why you're losing money. So if you have not had the opportunity to go to whyouarebroke.martinabrickyoverton.com, come in here and watch this YouTube video, I'm telling you, it will clear a whole lot up for you. Okay, so Karesha and I had a consultation this week, and I was so excited because shortly before I started this live tonight, I happened to be on Facebook and did a little bit of scrolling, and I saw her Calendly link, and I was so excited to see it because she and I talked about getting her herself set up and getting her calendar set up. Like, I have people who hit me up in Messenger all of the time, and a lot of the time I don't even answer because it's clear to me that you're looking to get something for free, and I don't have freebie time for everybody. I'll hit you right back with that getbooked.martinabrickyoverton.com link and tell you to get on my calendar. So I was excited today when I hopped online, and I think it's, yeah, trying to get it to come up and stay up. There we go. We'll work with Karesha.KareshaRaney.com, because now she doesn't have to remember what her Calendly link is. She doesn't have to remember how to tell someone to get to her schedule. If you're trying to get those questions answered that you'd like answer to, get on her schedule, right? Get on her schedule, then book her time to get your answers. Like, she is a wealth of knowledge, and she is now in a even more clear, not saying she wasn't clear before, but she is in a even more clear understanding right now on, hey, check it out. This is my time. I have this wealth of knowledge, but you must get on my calendar, because also she needs to be able to account for where all her time is going. All right. So good, Karesha, you got a chance to do your homework. And she says that I started it, was not able to finish it, but it's on the top of my priority list for tomorrow morning. Good. And your calendar is working. Great. I love to hear that. I was so excited. I kid you not, Karesha, when I scrolled and saw your face was popped up there, work with Karesha.KareshaRaney.com. That also helps people like me. If someone were to come to me and ask me, hey, I have a question about notary. Well, you need to get with Tawana Yoverton Satterwhite. You need to get with Karesha Raney, because they're both my notaries. If I need something notary, I call one of the two of them. These are my girls. These are my life coaches as well. They have multiple streams. They are both certified in life coaching, Silence the Nord life coaching, and my new Walk in Life life coaching. I know how to get people to where they need to go, because that is their brand, and they have made it easy for the rest of us to refer them to other people. Like, if you had to remember, and Mr. Torrance, I'm sure you could probably speak to this. If you had to tell somebody right now how to get to your cashback mall, you're not going to remember the question mark, the hashtag, the underscore, the L, and the Y of what your cashback mall link is. But if you already had it set up under a subdomain and you had to tell somebody, hey, you can get access to my cashback mall by going to cashback.torrancewilliams.com, then they would be able to go there quickly, right? It's the same with everybody else. if I were trying to help someone understand how to get the Tizer product, I know quickly I can say go to tizer.stephaniejsanders.com, and that will take you immediately over to the hand sanitizer product that is available on Stephanie's website. If you already know what your links are based on your name as the domain, if you already know, it makes it not only easier for you to direct people where they need to go to get whatever it is they need to get, but it also makes it easier for you and those people who are referring you. Like, I know several of you have access to the Tizer product, but if I don't know what your link is, I can't refer you. If I know several of you have access to credit, but I don't know what your link is. If I were trying to get you to get the credit suite, I know I could send you to creditsuite.martinabritt-yelverton.com, and it would take you over to where you can get the package that allows you to do your own credit based on the credit suite booklet. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to get many of you to understand. And that is, you must take the tedious time, speaking to you again, Mr. Williams, what you asked me about, you must take the tedious time to set these things up ahead of time. And if you set them up ahead of time, then when you're trying to figure out how you're going to accomplish everything that you want to accomplish with your full brand in 30 days or less, you know you've done the small work, and now you're into the implementation of everything that you've already set up. So I hope that helps you as well. Alrighty, so let's see if I had anything else on my list for tonight. All right, I don't have any more tabs up there to see. Let me go over to my other side. Nope, I don't see anything else up there. Okay, so basically it looks like I have all of that out that I wanted to cover. I wanted to give you guys who were able to hop on here and catch this broadcast access to momentum.martinabritt-yelverton.com so that you could actually get the 2020 yearly momentum planner, just to kind of see where it is that you guys need to go. I also wanted to give the rest of you guys access to the elite business, the elite branding coaching clients, letting you know that your quarterly planner and that your weekly planner, all of that would actually post to the group. I think I have it set for 12 o'clock tomorrow. Let me check and see, because I may need to go ahead and release that tonight. I wasn't thinking. If I would have been thinking, I would have been thinking, hey, it's Sunday. Today's setup Sunday. It would be nice if they could set up before the week starts. Yeah, see, I have it set to go live tomorrow at 12. Okay. But as you guys know, if you wanted to go get it beforehand, all you'd have to do is go over to Productivity Flourishing. And going over to Productivity Flourishing, I hate when the thing won't. Where do I have it at? There we go. If you go over to Productivity Flourishing and you go to the planners, or you go to the free, this is where you'll see it. So here's the daily, here's the weekly, here's the monthly. So if you guys wanted to break it down even further than what you're getting, which is the quarterly, this is the one that you're getting monthly, and the quarterly, you are available to come over here and you'll see this is the one for July, and this is the one for July, and it is the weekly planner, and this is the daily planner, and you can literally plan out every single day, so should you choose. Okay, that's where you're able to access that from. What I do inside of the private group is, if you need that set up to have like your logo, your content on there, I'm available to do that as well, by request only. There we go. Let me get my board back. All right, I can do that by request only. It's not something that I just offer to everybody. If you want to have your entire digital momentum planners all catered to you, we are available to do that for you. So if there are no questions, that's really all I have for tonight. I just wanted to talk to you guys about setting up for the balance of the month and directing you guys again where to go to get your answers. Because you guys love hitting me up in Messenger and asking me what's answered here inside of the private group, one, or asking me what you can ask me here inside the group so everybody can see it. So I'm going to take this next 1 to 2 minutes to answer this question that came into my messenger. Hopefully, knowing me, I'm not going to say the individual's name, but again, someone that's in our private group came to me and they said, hey, prayers that everything is going well. Where do I go to download or upload my logo from Fiverr? If it's possible to still do so from my phone, is there an app, or should let's see, I just need to know how to get pointed in the right direction. Guys, if you come over here inside of the group and you type in the word Fiverr right here, it's going to bring you up any post where I discuss Fiverr, right? And now you are available to go and watch the video where I talk about Fiverr, because here on Motivation with Martina, today's midday topic was MLSP, Canva, Fiverr, and how to lead generate. There's one way I talked about it. Here's another place I talked about it on Freedom Friday. Today's topic, how to use Fiverr to get a logo and background image ready for your brand. So obviously, if I'm telling you to go to Fiverr, I'm probably telling you how to download the logo once they deliver it to you. This is a video that you could watch to get that answer. Again, I ask you guys, if you did go to Fiverr and followed all of the instructions that I gave you for Fiverr, if you had a good experience, please provide who did your logo. Cheryl, following directions. An excellent person who follows my directions to the T, literally put in here, Fula is the person who did hers. He is the logo designer. I'm info for anyone who needs it. This is the person that did hers. Again, Talisha, she had her logo done on Fiverr, and then she said, here's where she got stuck working with her rep. And I stepped in, helped her figure out how to get unstuck working with her rep, and she got her AI files, sent them to me, and we cleaned up her files and gave her a gorgeous logo. Also, again, with the help of Fiverr, okay, we were able to come up with some logos. So guys, it's that simple. I've answered these questions more than likely inside of the group. So before you hit me in Messenger and say, hey, how do I do this? You might want to come over here to the group and type in one of the core components of your question and see if it's already answered here inside of the group, because more than likely it is. Okay. Now that I've told you where to go find the answer, if you go to Fiverr.com and you access your account, most of the times your orders are going to be up here in the top right hand corner. Okay. When you click on orders, you can go in here and find the order. When you actually go to the order and open the order up, all right, you are available to click on your order and download your actual file. Now, you're available to do it on your phone too. StreamYard does not allow me. It does allow us the access to go to our phones and do it now. I haven't tried that yet, but I'll make sure to try that out so I can actually begin to show you some of these from the StreamYard app using my phone as well. But yes, once you go to Fiverr and you open it up, you click on your orders, you find your order number, you scroll down to where your files are located, and there is a green arrow for you to actually click download, and then you're available to download it. So just to let you guys know before we leave here, what you're looking at here is one of our KMK Youth Lifestyle trainees. Her name is Stormy Harbison Willer. She actually is Kirk's oldest daughter, and she actually draws. And because she's drawing a lot of these drawings, and I'm telling you, she's spitting these drawings out faster than I can keep up. Once she finished drawing them, she actually sends them to me, and then I come over here to Fiverr to get them to render it in an editable file so that I can edit it and clean it up. Once I get her files edited and cleaning them up, I actually go over to her store, Stormy Styles, and that brings me the ability to actually mock up her designs and put them on merch so that she can actually sell it. Okay, so that's why you see that I still use Fiverr for certain things. Here is her first t-shirt design. It is called Yin Yang, and this one she's chosen to do on a blue, a pink, and a yellow t-shirt. Let's see here. She also has this one, which is Walking into Sunset. These are all her hand-drawn designs, and we've mocked them up on t-shirts for now. We actually have hoodies coming out, pillows coming out. I'm not sure what other things we're going to put it on, but here are 3 of her designs that she has done to date. And I don't know if you got an opportunity to see it when we were over here, but she's done several. So here's another 3. There's another 3. There's another 3. There's another 3. There's another 3. She has sent me several. Okay. I just have to get them all mocked up and ready to go here inside of her store. All right. And so if you guys also have not had the opportunity, we have another youth lifestyle training. If you go to thisisjensjourney.com, this is a hand-drawn design by my daughter right here. She drew it out. I had it mocked up, and we had hers put on merch as well. This is also a design for my son's brand. He is an online gamer. John FPS is his handle on Twitch, and so he has his own logo as well. So guys, I'm telling you, he actually does a great job coaching and teaching people how to the gaming experience and all of that. And I told him he needed a brand, and we were able to get that mocked up, and he has merch that he is available to sell as well. So guys, this is not just about you as a person who's in network marketing. This is about you as an individual who has a gift or a talent, and you need a way to monetize that and make money. And the gift or talent that you have, you may be able to serve someone by teaching them how to capitalize on that gift and talent as well. So I hope this information that I've shared with you tonight has been eye-opening for you, has actually maybe got you a little fired up for the next half of the year, that it will, just wake you up to the fact that you are truly purposed for something greater than what you are doing right now, and you need to go ahead and get moving. A lot of people need what you have. Somebody somewhere is waiting for you to do something that you have been sent here to do, and it's time that you get it done so that they'll know that they can do it too. That's all I have for tonight. So thank you for your time, to your success. My name is Martina Britt Yelverton, Brand Master, Cash Flow Queen, Youth Lifestyle Training Founder. Like I say all the time, to your success, and I look forward to talking with you later on this week. I will be moving back to doing lives, but my lives will probably be in the evening time, because during the day right now, I've been grinding it out when I can wake up from being awake all night. So more than likely, I'll be sporadically. I'm not sure. I know first thing I usually do is a mindset on Monday. We'll see how July starts out, if I'm available to get back to those. But right now, I've been doing a lot of targeted consultations and getting off of those consultations and going right to work on those specific projects that it hasn't allowed me to be as active as you guys are used to seeing. I know you're used to seeing me each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here over on Family First Designs. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, if you come over here to Family First Designs and you click on the videos, you are available to see a host of videos where I was extremely active with Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, giving you a lot of great content. All of this content is still pertinent. So if you're interested in seeing what those were about, go to that channel. It is right here, Fam First Designs on Facebook, and you're available to see that information and see those videos. That's all I have for tonight. Talk to you guys soon. To your success. I'm out.